century, when the Spanish conquistadors landed into Peru, they saw the Peruvian people. They were chewing some sort of leaves, and these leaves were said to be to give you strength and to feel less less feel the hunger. Of course, the Catholic priest categorized that as a devil, so it was forbidden to use it. But few years after, the Spanish, they tried them, and they indeed discovered that these leaves had these powers. They also feel less the fact that they were in the high altitudes mountains of Peru, which give you nausea when you are not used to. So thanks to these leaves called coca leaves, they were able to conquer easily. In 1885, one man, Friedrich Gate, asked some of expeditors to bring him back some coca leaves to experiment on them. And this year, he finally reached his goal to extract the substance of the coca leaf, who gave him the effects. He named this substance cocaine. So today I'm going to talk to you about cocaine and crack cocaine, which is a derivative of cocaine. First of all, we are going to see what is exactly crack cocaine and cocaine, and why people tend to use it. Then we are going to experience the effects of cocaine usage, and finally we are going to talk about the treatments and the real-world effects of cocaine. So first, what is cocaine? We'll see in first time what is exactly cocaine and crack cocaine, and then why people use cocaine. So cocaine, as I said, has been used for centuries in South America by the Peruvian Indians, but it was used inside the leaf. They used to chew the leaf, by chewing them, to have the effects. So the effects was less intense than with pure cocaine, but this allowed them to work longer to feel less hungry. After that, the Europeans, they extracted from the coca leaves the cocaine and made high concentrates of cocaine to use in commercial products, like for example this one, to apply on the hair to have supposedly better hairs. After that, it soon became illegal everywhere in the world because of all its side effects. Now, if you find them, it's mostly in illegal forms, in the form of powder or small nuggets, which is the form of crack cocaine. Cocaine can be either smoked, sniffed, or injected. So you can see here the form of the crack cocaine, the small nuggets, the form that is going to be injected, so you have just to hit it, and then it's going to be liquid, and you will be able to easily inject it. Or you can also see a person smoking cigarettes, cocaine. You know that. So the reason that people use cocaine is first for medical use, because cocaine in drugs is used for pain killing because it's a local anesthetic. Usually, when you smoke, even when you smoke cocaine, you don't feel inhibited. You don't feel your pain. And the other advantage of cocaine is that it has really fast effects. In 8 seconds, it can reach your brain to apply its effects. Then there's the other effects I do for the recreational use. A big amount of cocaine is overwhelms your dopamine receptors, which which is a reward center in the brain, and this is the main reason that will keep you addicted to it. Highness tends to last only 10 minutes, so people usually take it before stressful events, and it's less visible than other work because you are not high after this time. People also keep using cocaine because you always want to have the same effect as the first time you were high, but because of the overwhelming dopamine that you had the first time, you become used to it and you never can reach it again. The other effects of cocaine is that you feel more aware. That's also another reason you can use it before important events. So we're now going to see the reason, the symptoms that cocaine has on the human body. So first, the research effects that why people take cocaine, and then the side effects of taking cocaine. So the research effects of cocaine are euphoria, supreme confidence, lose of appetite, so you can work longer without having to eat and feeling tired, which is why you have an increase of energy, and you also have insomnia. All these, the last three symptoms are the main reason why really active people take cocaine. The problem with cocaine is that there is a lot of side effects. The first one is that you have dilated pupils. You also have an increased blood pressure and an increased heart rate. You can have vertigos and muscle twitches. You also became depressed after the high because you were so happy and so aware before during the high that after it you feel like crap. Regular usage of cocaine can lead to paranoia, delusional parasitosis, which is in fact the impression that you have bugs crawling under your skin. So people start to scratch themselves because they have the impression that they have bugs everywhere in their skin. The last effect of cocaine is cardiac or respiratory arrest, because in fact weird thing with cocaine is that you can become accustomed to it, but your body also can decrease its sense. It can low but it can grow its sensibility to the cocaine, which can give you an overdose even with the same dose as usual, which of course will lead to cardiac or respiratory arrest. We're then going to see the treatment and withdrawal symptoms of cocaine. So first, the withdrawal symptoms. You don't really have physical symptoms with cocaine addiction. You feel depressed, you will have suicidal thoughts. Usually people who stop using cocaine will tend to use other addictive substances just to fill the gap in their brain. And because of that, people will also all their life have a craving for cocaine and might have an overdose the first time they use it again. Don't find the image. Okay, So the Kevyn, it's the template image of you have different types of programs to stop the addiction of cocaine. You don't really have medication for that, actually. So there's the 12 steps rehabilitation program, which is usually used for lots of addictions, which in fact is mainly to accept the fact that you are addicted, to feel sorry for what you've done during your addiction, and then just to release of your addiction. A doctor named, a Swiss doctor named Miss Petitjean, last year she discovered that people who are suffering from cocaine addiction can be cured through a combination of psychotherapy and gambling. So it has, of course, to be done under the psychotherapy to avoid a gambling addiction. But since it's on the same circuit of rewarding, it's the same rewarding mechanism than cocaine, and it can help people backing away from cocaine. There are also cocaine vaccines which are on trial. It's a substance that are injected into the blood to affect the brain and prevent it from craving again for cocaine. But these are not totally working, but they will eventually be working. You have to know that cocaine is the hardest addiction to cure after heroin, and usually people will have regular craving for cocaine during their whole life. So to sum up, we first talked about what was cocaine, where it was coming from, and why people use it. Then we talked about the symptoms, and we finished with the withdrawal symptoms and the cures of cocaine. You also have to know that coca leaf is still authorized in Peru, Colombia, and Argentina because of its traditional use, but this is